Us through the last shot you took from your perspective. What'd you see, not what would you like to have back, but would you like to do anything differently if you could?
Nah, I just missed. I got a good shot off. Uh, just wish I would have made it. Put a little bit more legs into it. We did a high screening roll. I knew they were doing double. I got around it. Stats had a great screen. I just wish I would have made it.
And then Billy talked about how he said after the game, he came up to you and said, it's not just about that shot. There was a lot of other possessions in the game, everything else that happened. What do you take away from that when your coach comes up to you and says, makes a message like that?
It means a lot. He knows that I take, losses seriously, and I want to, obviously want to do everything to try to, help us win, and I'm gonna take the loss on, some of my head, with missing a shot. But, it means a lot. And, there was a couple things that we could have did better. But I think overall we played pretty damn good. It just sucks, when you can't pull them out when you play good as well.
Thank you.
KC, go ahead.
Zach, tough time to ask this after a loss, but those first two games were so non-competitive. You guys just got blown out. It was kind of alarming, and now it feels like you guys, even if you're down, you have fight in you. What's changed?
I feel like even last year we were a fighting team. We just had to, get back to it, but it was almost like a slap in the face. Like, look, if you guys don't come out and play right, you're going to get beat. I hate not being able to compete, play in the fourth quarter. We've had 3 of those games. We had a number of them last year. So it was just a little bit of a slap in the face, and I think it put us in the right direction. But we shouldn't have to have that happen to us to get us jump-started throughout the games. But now I think, that we're, regardless if it's a back-to-back or who we're playing, I think we're coming out ready to play and, ready for a fight.
Darnell, go ahead.
Yeah, Zach, I'd like to ask you about Patrick Williams. Just the fact that he's going up against some of the premier players in the league, 2 in the last 5 games, and Giannis and LeBron. As I can call you a veteran now, as a veteran in this league, what do you feel like these experiences are going to do for him?
It makes him better. I got another tough assignment in 2 days, so it comes with the league, and I think it's better to, get them out early and face them head on, because that's what you have to expect on a night in, night out basis. Especially as a rookie playing as many minutes, and it gives you experience to, you're not doing back down, or you're always going to respect these guys in the league, but you got to come out and play them. And if you don't give them, you don't give them too much respect, because, you got to compete against them. So I think it's a learning lesson early. But he did great though. He was taking bumps on the chest. He's contesting hard. He's, Pat's been playing, incredibly well, especially for somebody that's 19 to go up against these guys early. I think he's been great.
Are you surprised at all the fact that how he's handling these premier matchups?
I wouldn't say surprised, because it's not like I know him. I got to get to know him this year, so I get to see his personality. And now now that I know him a little bit, over preseason and stuff like that. His demeanor isn't somebody to back down from anybody and, get too high or too low. He just answered the call, and, coach said, all right, you got LeBron today, you got Giannis. He's like, okay. You don't see any shyness or like laughing about it. He's like, okay. So it's something that, I've noticed.
Appreciate it, Zach.
KC, go ahead.
Zach, what are you seeing from Wendell lately? I mean, those first 2 games, he was kind of not as effective as he is now. What are you seeing from him?
We just told him, man, you gotta be aggressive. It's sometimes you think too much out there. I think even with Kobe, first couple games, you think too much, man. Be yourself, and you're always better at being yourself than somebody else. So, he was great today, especially in the second half. When they were doubling me, I was telling him I'm coming to you, and he was making the right plays. He was scoring. He was finding the open shooters. Wendell's a really, really smart player, and if he doesn't think too much, I think he's great.
Thanks.
All right, 2 more for Zach. Sam Smith, go ahead.
Zach, you've had a variety of different starts. You had a really big one like this the other day, sometimes not scoring as much. What was your game plan and what led to 20 points or whatever it was you had in the first quarter?
I was reading the defense. You know, coach told me he wants to be more aggressive in the beginning, but I'm still reading the defense. Even in Portland, I thought I was aggressive in the beginning. My shot wasn't falling. My guy got almost like a stinger on my shoulder, so I wasn't as effective in the beginning. Just trying to be a way to affect the game and try to help us win. But you know, I haven't played Staples in a couple of years, man. I felt good out here.
Thanks.
Christos, last question for Zach. Go ahead.
Hello, Zach. I would like to ask you how satisfied you are about the improvement that the team shown through the season and what it means about the potential of this team.
It just shows that we have some fight in us. Like I told Casey in the beginning, we went from being blown out pretty much our first couple games to now being in a lot, and I think it shows growth in, us being able to bounce back after some tough losses instead of just giving up. What it shows, I mean, obviously our potential shows, we beat some tough teams, and we've also lost to some teams, really bad. I think we have to be a lot more consistent and play like this more often than not to give ourselves a chance to win, more games. Like, today, yesterday, the game before that, we're in each game to the last shot. That's all you can ask for is give your chance to yourself to win. And I think if we play harder than the other team, we're gonna win more than we lose.
And a quick follow-up about your last shot. You missed it tonight. How motivated you are to take the last shot again and make it?
I'd rather miss 100 than not take them. So that's just my mentality. I could care less what somebody says, or if you didn't make, you didn't shoot it. Everybody's with you when you make it. When you miss it, it's your fault. So to be honest with you, I really don't give a damn. I'm gonna go out there and try to help our team win. That's my mentality. I'd rather go down swinging than striking out with the bat on my shoulder.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Zach. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.